Hello and welcome to another video. I want to say thank you guys again for liking the videos, subscribing, and all that good stuff. If you haven't done so already, make sure to go do it. It's free. I promise. I will not charge you anything, just your time, which is really important. So I'll try to stop wasting it. So anyway, Netflix has struck a deal with Sony so they can be the exclusive proprietor of showing you those exclusive Sony movies, etc. Like Spider-Man. Only if it's produced by Marvel. I'm sorry. If it's produced by Marvel and Sony, does that mean it still gets to go to Netflix, or is it going to be in Disney Plus? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Especially because Sony is letting Marvel kind of like borrow the character to kind of do their version of Spider-Man, or making Spider-Man part of the MCU or whatnot, which is good. I enjoy those movies, I really do. So let's go ahead and cover this article real quick. And this is actually pretty good news for people that have Netflix, because I actually have all of them. I have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus with ESPN. What else? I think that's it. I don't have cable because there's really no use for it for me anymore. Um, just stream everything. Screw it. It's cheaper. It's cheaper that way comparing to paying $60 or $80 for cable subscription, which is just getting insane. The traditional cable is done. Your time's up. Welcome to the new age of streaming. Yay. Yay. Alrighty, so here we are in IGN. Netflix and Sony Pictures have struck the deal will keep upcoming Spider-Man films and other. Like I said, what about the ones that are being made by Marvel Studios, partnering with Sony? I don't know if that's also going to be going to Netflix, but I know the like Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, that one is completely Sony making that one, so that's why we were able to see it in Netflix, and it was not available on Disney Plus because that's Sony's doing. They made that. Selections from Sony Pictures on Netflix after they finish in theaters. The Wall Street Journal reports that reportedly multi-year contract will start with Sony's 2022 film slate. Netflix will have the first look rights to movies Sony is producing or licensing for streaming platforms. The number of films Netflix has committed to ordering is currently undisclosed. Notably, the deal doesn't stop Sony from selling streaming rights to other platforms. Sources speaking to Variety also said that the deal will amount to a record-setting sum for a pay-one-window agreement. The deal is reportedly set to last 5 years, and the New York Times reports that Netflix will pay about $1 billion to Sony over 4 years. Sony can make a pay one window agreement such as this part because it doesn't have its own streaming platform like Disney Plus or HBO Max. And please do not give them the idea to start another streaming platform, which I kind of figure they're going to be doing something similar because they do want to be competing with Microsoft, but that's just their gaming division. We don't need another fucking streaming platform. There's just so many streaming platforms. You have Spotify for music, then you have Netflix, Hulu, and then you have like AMC Plus, BET Plus, like Paramount. Jeez, man, there's just so many, man. That's like, it's like you might as well go back to the cable, but no, you don't want to go back to the cable because cable is bad. Cable's evil. But I'll watch their shows on Netflix though. Sources speaking to Variety also said that the deal will amount to a record-setting sum, pay one agreement, blah 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 blah. Where was I? Such as the part because it doesn't have its own streaming platform. I read that already. So, what has Netflix definitely earned for its money? Wall Street Journal reports that future Spider-Man movies will land on Netflix following their I can't even say theater now because it's have not been there in such a long time. Theatrical, well, you know how like those one word where you just keep screwing it up even though it looks so simple. Theatrical runs. It's unclear if Tom Holland's Spider-Man No Way Home is included in the deal, which I highly doubt it because Disney is spending some money on that. So I don't know. That one is iffy. Along with other Marvel characters, Sony still holds the rights to Jared Leto's Morbius and Tom Hardy's Venom. Netflix will also license certain older Sony picture films. Films from studio under Sony's umbrella will also be included, such as Jumanji. I really enjoy that movie. Those studios include Columbia Pictures, Sony Picture Classics, Screen Gems, and TriStar Pictures. Sony executives also reportedly working on an additional theatrical film licensing agreement beyond the Netflix deal, Variety reports. Sony has previously partnered with Starz for its theatrical streaming agreement since 2006. Starz is currently owned by Lionsgate, who also lost out on Rian Johnson's Knives Out sequel to Netflix for a tune of $450 million. So Netflix is pretty much just throwing money. Like, they're just literally like at the strip club and just making that bitch rain, dog, on like every freaking, like, everybody. But guess what's gonna happen? With all the money they're spending, I mean, it's good that we're getting quality content in the platform, so you're kind of getting your money's worth. But I do feel like there's going to be another price increase in the horizon. Like, I'm already paying $17 for Netflix, and the prices just keeps going up and up. And I don't know, man. Sometimes I just want to feel like I want to wait until all the good movies or shows that I really want to watch or that I'm into, wait until everything comes out, and then just resubscribing and then just binging everything for like weeks on end until I'm done, and then I cancel it. I don't know. Do you think that's shitty? What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments below, because these subscriptions are getting a little bit out of hand here. Netflix deal only covers the United States. Here, heuristically, can't even say heuristically. Heuristically, history. I can say history, just can't say heuristically. Pay one window agreements allow for films to hit streaming platforms about 9 months after theatrical runs. But since everything has happened with the COVID, there hasn't been that much movies releasing in the theaters, especially since not a lot of people go to the theaters. I have not been to the theaters in like shit, man, almost a year now. It's been a long time. I can't even remember the last time I went to the theater or what movie that I went to go watch. Like, I can't remember. It might have been one of those. It might have been a Marvel movie, because I went to theaters to go watch those, or the Fast and the Furious. But that was like a long ass time ago. So I can't remember. But who knows, when everything opens up, maybe they'll go back to this schedule to where the movies will run for a certain period of time in the theaters before it releases online for you to watch it digitally or whatever. Another movie that I'm looking forward to is Nobody, Mr. Nobody. That one is in theaters right now, and it's supposed to come out in digitally on the 16th. So that's when I'm going to watch it, or I might go to the theater. I'm still undecided about that one. Netflix and Sony's relationship has strengthened in recent years, with the studios agreeing on streaming rights for Sony's animated films, like Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. That's one of my favorite. I actually like that movie. I watched it several times. Sony's announcement certainly hopes to assuage any fears that it's looking at letting go of theatrical releases in a world complicated by COVID-19. Sony says the deal will be additive to theatrical schedule, which will continue at its current volume. So if it does continue like how they're saying over here, so we're gonna wait about 9 months before all that movies or whatever, after it hits the theaters for 9 months, and then we'll wait, and then they'll come out on Netflix or whatever. But who knows if everything will open up. It seems like we're heading that way. Everything is improving. So maybe in like a few more months, the state of California, where I live at, will be fully open, and we'll be able to go to theaters, restaurant, and pretty much anywhere that we want to go, and not having to fear of wearing the mask if everybody's vaccinated or whatever. I don't know, but we're still gonna be wearing the mask. I think the mask is here to stay for a while, even after everything has or the dust has settled. Whew, that's a long video. Oh geez, I'm gonna end it here. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, it's all good. I apologize for wasting your time. I know there's other things that you could be doing with your time, and I appreciate you watching the videos. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Whenever you do that, it actually pushes my content even more, and more people get to see it. The more people get to see it, the more people get to enjoy my other content, and they subscribe, and then we get bigger and bigger, which is always a good thing for everybody. Yeah, so have a good day, evening, night, I don't know.